Hey.
Hi, I'm Randy Hunziker.
Mike Steele.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to
Mike.
meet you.
Hey, so I just want to give you a heads up about what we're doing. So about 3 or 4 months ago, I think it was, my daughter got involved in a car accident, really bad one. And I've had a lot of experience with car accidents because I was a claims executive, but going to a scene where it was my daughter and they couldn't get her out of the car at first. Car was smushed. It was difficult. And the paramedics there did an amazing job. They included me, they let me ride in the ambulance, and it just made me think about that's not the only way I want to meet
Yeah, absolutely.
important people like you guys. So we thought about why don't we highlight our local people who save people and help people and all that. And so we're going to be going around to each station, literally all your stations,
Okay, yeah.
and doing the same thing.
Awesome.
Well, we'll take a tour, look at some trucks, interview a couple people, that kind of thing, to kind of let the public know who you are.
Come on, welcome to Station 1.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Do not have a fire record.
Come on in.
This is Station 1. This station was built in 2016-17. We ended up occupying it in 2018. We used to be across the street, if you've ever been over there. A lot smaller station. This station houses an engine, a squad truck, a district chief, and a tower. And then we also have an air and light truck and then a couple other little apparatuses. But those are the ones that are housed every day.
When you say tower, what's the purpose of the tower?
Let me show you real quick. So we've got a fire engine,
Yes.
like a rescue squad, and then a big tower truck. That's our tower. Truck.
Hey, watch out.
you
Hey,
need
for the step there, Dad.
Something that can.
Yep, we got a 100-foot dual axle, carries 4 firefighters on it. Has all of this truck actually is pretty unique. It's our urban search and rescue truck for the city. So it's got everything from structural collapse, vehicle machinery rescue, elevated rope rescue, anything that you need saved. This truck can pretty much do it.
Show up to a car accident, get someone
It's
out.
got everything. It's got jaws of life in the front. It's got everything.
Stop.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Saws all over it. Very capable.
In your role here, do you have to know how to do all of that?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So that you had to learn coming up into the
So
ranks.
you start as a firefighter on this truck or on the engine, and then you take some classes, learn some skills, learn from the people on that truck, and then slowly you kind of get over there as a firefighter, and then you make driver and get on it, and then you make lieutenant, and you're the tank rescue lieutenant and stuff. So it's kind of ever changing, very similar, I'm sure, to how realty is. Like you're always learning. Everything's
Yes.
changed. Like half the stuff I've learned has changed, and it keeps moving. It's very unique.
Yeah, and it is very similar. Real estate's always changing. Laws.
Same type of thing. So we can walk through the bay. It's pretty cool. So we have kind of 3 basic buildings here. We have like a big bay here. We have another bay that we'll walk through in just a second, and that's just a logistics building. On this side of our station is a little training tower, and then we have an air and light truck, some small rain.
What did you? Is that yours? What's an air mic truck?
Air and light truck.
Air and
So
light.
if we have like a big call, let me see. Not us. All right. So
How
we're
can you
the
tell
last
that
one.
quickly? Wait.
It says Squad 1.
Oh.
It just say Squad 1, Engine 1, District 1, or Tower 1. And then it's kind of neat, the number of dings that go off. So like a ding, ding, medical call. You get a double ding, it'll be a fire
Stop.
alarm. You get 10 dings, it'll be a building fire. It's
That's
kinda
pretty
neat.
And so you constantly have to be going.
Yep, you're just
I hear
listening.
something.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, you'll be off work too, and you'll hear that same ding, and you'll perk up and look around and realize you're not at work. So.
Oh, no.
So that's an air and light truck. So if we have a large scene that requires us to use a lot of our air bottles off of our trucks, and we're going to be there for an extended period of time, we'll take that truck out there and it'll fill all of our air bottles.
Air balls, air tanks.
Yep, all your air pack tanks.
Wow.
So pretty neat. So we can walk this way and look. Big, nice open bay. We got poles. I'll
Stop.
show you in just a second.
Come on.
They go,
They're real.
yep, they go to the second story.
Uh-uh.
And you have to really grab on and kind of, be ready for it because you'll fall down. So it's kind of cool. We have poles in the other.
Okay, I thought that was just TV.
Our old station used to have them. They took them out and they put them back. A lot of it gets down to the nitty gritty of like we have to respond quick.
Speed.
Yep, we gotta get there
Speed,
quick. And
lives.
When you, when you see how far we have to go in the stairs, a lot of times that's the best way. Middle of the night, you might take the stairs sometimes because you don't want to free fall from sleep. But we got
Wow.
long foot track down here. You got to come over Gainesville, get down the whole South End to get revitalized.
Yep.
The Heartwood Soundstage is coming up, so there's a lot of people down here all the time. So it's kind of neat. We have big doors. we sit out here in the front ramp at night and talk with people and interact. So we'll come through here real quick. We'll take a peek at kind of our downstairs and show you that, and then we'll go upstairs and show you kind of the gym and the dorms. So this way is real simple. It's just our district chief office is down here. We've got a big training room that we'll train. If it's raining or if like we want to talk about something on the whiteboard or show videos, we'll show them here.
How many people per shift? What? If
So
you're in a shift-
we have between 11 and 12.
Okay.
And there's almost always,
Hi, I'm Randy.
Andrew.
Nice to
he
meet
drives
you.
a big tower truck.
Oh, you're cool.
That's fine. That's what I say.
We're doing videos about just the station, meeting people and saying hi. We're going to put it on the
Kyle.
social media and we're going
Andrew,
to
nice to meet you.
embarrass you. So just so you know.
Our big R&R room. This is in the afternoons from 8 to 5. We have stuff to do, and then after 5 we have a big dark room with recliners and a TV.
Sir, can I try
We
one?
kind of have a
There it
where we
goes.
kind of bond at night, watching movies and laughing, having a good time. A lot of people don't realize that we're here, 24 hours a day. So
Well, the image.
How
of
many
it
people
is-
don't realize that you're here 20?
a lot of people don't realize that we like sleep here. It's kind of funny because, they think it was just like kind of a job, and then like night comes and we're still here, so hanging out. So.
That's like the whole teacher phenomenon where, you see your teacher out in public
Yeah.
at Publix and you're like,
I didn't think they left the school.
wait, I thought you weren't allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so most of our time, if we're not training, we're required to train pretty much all day and work out together. We do a lot of stuff. The guys just finished prepping dinner, so most of our time is spent kind of across our bullpen area. This is the bullpen. We do all of our reports. We kind of hang out in here during the day if we're not doing anything, and then of course this is kind of the biggest deal about the fire station that people talk about is the big kitchen, the big dining room table. We share, all of our meals here together. We eat together. We cook together. We train together. Everything we do up here is kind of together.
You say
Go ahead,
together,
team.
but are there good cooks and bad cooks?
Definitely.
Okay.
That's a good one. You can usually tell if a good cook's a good cook.
Well, by the way,
Yeah,
he
Come
is.
introduce
yeah.
yourself. You just
You don't have to. Don't
Well,
force
you
it.
don't
No.
have to, but you're a good. Apparently, you're a good cook. I'm Randy.
RC Cream.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so every
I'm Kyle.
Every
Nice to
shift
meet
RC. Nice to meet you.
three or four guys that cook, and then it's kind of funny. They'll be like the main cooks, and usually there's 2 or 3 guys that kind of help cook.
you. Is there ever a guy where you go, oh hell, he's cooking?
They
this
usually
evening?"
don't even try, but
Okay.
Not here.
they don't try here.
They don't
because
allow. You guys don't allow it.
No,
It's a lot to even like when we go to the store. You know how much meat you need per person. You know how much.
it's a
you need
Thanksgiving
veggie carb.
meal every. Yeah, it's a 5-star meal every time we.
Do you
eat.
guys
Seriously?
do you guys enjoy eating at the station more than you do at home?
Some days.
It has its
So one interesting thing about here is like my first crew that I was with, I worked with a fellow that cooked really good Southern food, and then I worked with a Peruvian guy that's an excellent cook. So there's 2 types of, and I worked with a Korean fellow. So there's 2 or 3 types of food that I had never cooked before. So I'm in there, I'm not cooking the meal, but I'm in there helping him. I'm in there making sauces and stuff. So you're learning stuff all the time. It's like working with your grandma, but your grandma's like a fireman, and she's teaching you how to cook. So it's interesting. That
I mean,
all the stuff you
that's
pick up.
that's skill acquisition you can't pay
Yeah.
for in other
Yep.
places.
Yeah.
And
So-
usually,
How do you shop? Wait, it's
So-
not every shift, right? Does every shift cook?
yeah,
Yeah.
Stop.
yeah, they cook.
Every night.
You think they're gonna cook for another shift?
I don't. What? How long is the shift?
24 hours. So we came
Oh.
on 8 this morning. We get home 8 tomorrow.
So on the weekends we'll cook breakfast. Lunchtime we'll go do our own thing. Like today we got Chick-fil-A, or we'll get subs, or we'll cook little steaks from lunch and stuff, or we'll bring food, whatever. And then dinner is always the meal we do together. So dinner you cook like we already prepped our. We're doing what are we doing?
Buffalo chicken.
Buffalo chicken wraps tonight with homemade ranch and some
Are
curly
real
fries.
estate agents who are videotaping? Are they invited?
we have guests that come to dinner
Do they?
pretty often. It's kind of fun.
That is cool.
It's a big deal, like cooking every night. So that's why I say like people don't really just bite off cooking here because it's a lot.
So when you go buy food, is it coming out of a budget?
So we have
for-
like a kitty. So when you come to work, it's $3 that buys all of your condiments, Gatorade, tea, coffee.
Who sauce Wi-Fi?
Each-
Oh,
So we have a guy that runs it, and he takes that money from every shift. And he
So
buys
every
all of it.
shift, each person is contributing $3.
$3.
$3, and then on top of that, you have your dinner cost. So let's say there's 11 guys here. 11 guys eat. If the bill is $99 for easy math, everybody's gonna have $9, and then they're $3 built in, so $12.
You show up to work, it's $3, and then it's whatever the meal is. We divide that also. And then we have just a can here with money in it. And when you go to the store, you take that can, you take that money, or someone pays for it, then we just reimburse it. And Venmo and Cash App and all that has made it way easier than it used to be.
It used to be long
Counting,
walls.
yeah.
Oh,
But if you talk about, wanting to
You owe me 50
to see
cents.
the
No,
fire
I paid
department
it.
and wanting to get your finger on the pulse and stuff, like this is where that's made. If you're gonna feel what it's like around here, it's around the dinner table. For sure. So very cool. And usually our dinners they're long too sometimes. Sometimes they're painfully long. It's like
hour and a
2 hours.
half is a normal.
And you're just kind of bonding.
Yeah.
So, let's keep looking.
That's good.
Let's keep walking this way. So again, this is our little bullpen.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty neat. On the wall, we got a big riding schedule, so you can look in the morning. Most everyone's
Is that
assigned.
created?
Most
in the
everyone's
morning?
Yep. It's created at 7 o'clock in the morning. You come up here and like this guy's the lieutenant of the squad, lieutenant of the engine, and these are all the same. It's just little stuff we have to do during the day. It's pretty cool. All right, we'll walk this way and we'll go upstairs and kind of check out upstairs.
This feels like when I lived in a village in college with all of my college lacrosse teammates.
Yeah, what do you see upstairs? It's neat. More stairs over here. There's another hall behind this wall that goes out the other day.
Did you have any input in the design? Do they ask you?
I didn't because I was a young fellow, but a lot of our chiefs and lieutenants did.
Excellent. I actually went to the people who do it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a wild thought, isn't it?
It is crazy. I'm glad they did.
So how long have you been at this station?
So I started this station. I was here for about 6 years, and then I made driver and lieutenant. I came back as a driver, and then I went to 9, which is out in Butler Plaza, for a couple years, and then I came back on Tower 1.
So total years.
Probably here, I probably have 8 years at this station, 8 or 9.
Excellent.
So I had 2 years out amongst everyone else.
Do you
So-
have a business card?
No, sir, I did not. I can get you the district chief's business card. So
Well, we
here's,
want to make sure that we have the correct spelling.
Okay, I'll
we
give
want
it
to
to you.
say it.
Yep.
I mean, you can write it out. I don't care. But
so there's a ton of bathrooms. The station's got like 13 bathrooms.
13?
So, and we clean all that stuff every day. So
oh,
we got a lot of bathrooms to clean. The floors get cleaned every day. There's bedrooms off of here. And it's pretty cool. There's just poles, so you get your call. When you open this up, there's big doors down here that seal off all the nasty gases from the truck. Slide right down. It's pretty neat. So
that is.
and
How much does putting one of those things in cost?
Oh man, I would not want to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, commercial real estate, as you guys know, is outrageous. Anyway, when you put fire station or healthcare on top of it, it goes through the roof.
Oh, is it
So
like
there's
wedding
little-
photography?
Little dorms, little guys' bedrooms. This is kind of like their home for the day. Some of them are cleaner and dirtier than others. More bathrooms, of course. We have laundry upstairs and downstairs. You don't want to take the pole. There's stairs everywhere, which is kind of wild.
I think one thing's there.
Yeah.
As much as I think it would be fun.
Got a nice big gym upstairs.
Holy cow.
Pretty neat.
Does every station have one of these?
Every station has a gym. They don't have a gym this nice, but every station does have a gym
This is
for
crazy.
the most part. Big open gym. We have a big kind of balcony we'll sit on at night, hang out, watch people walk by.
This is crazy.
Yeah, people have no idea this is here. As you're driving by and see the glass.
No way.
Right here. Yeah.
They
Pretty
wouldn't
neat.
even know to look up.
Nope.
And this gives you perspective of the height of the floor too. And the reason why you see we'd use that pole sometimes.
This is some time to get down
Yeah.
there. Southern Bay is pretty neat. Yeah, what-
Take a
you
look.
want.
I don't think you're allowed to drive it, Dad.
Yeah, no driving, but you can look at it. Let's check out.
I asked Officer Steele if I could press a button. He's like, I don't think you're turning
I don't
this
think it
on.
works like that.
Let's look at this side real quick. So again, this is where all of our tools are plumbed on all of our ladder trucks, or they're electronic. This is what you'll see on a big wreck if you ever have a bad wreck.
Oh my goodness.
We got our big spreaders and cutters.
Spreaders and cutters.
It's pretty. You can feel the,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
Oh, holy crap.
Very Tim Allen home improvement.
Very much so.
And after each use, are you making sure it's
Oh yeah.
always
So every
functioning?
morning those get checked. Every morning your air pack gets checked. All it says is this is where I ride. Itty bitty living space right here. So I gotta get all my gear on before I get in the truck. My air pack is actually, looking there, it's integrated in the seat.
No kidding.
Yep.
Take a look up.
Yeah.
My computer screen tells us where we're going, tells us what tack channel we're operating on, gives me updates on the call, how to get there. So a lot going on.
Best way to get there? Does it analyze that too?
Yep,
Like,
it
hey,
does.
there's this, go that way?
So you guys are admitting to texting and driving?
Way worse than that. It's way worse. So the driver is kind of
We'll
locked
cut
in.
that part. We'll cut.
Well, one thing we talk about too is when I get to a call, it's teamwork.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a TomTom or a phone or anything. He's got me.
That's
So
pretty
I
cool.
tell him the address, and I'm watching his dot as we're going, and I'm saying left, right, if he has no clue. Usually they're pretty locked on. These guys are
I bet they
they're
are.
locked on. And then back here's
So,
where the
wait, so
firefighter.
every day this happens where you get ready. This is
Yep. So our gear, I'll take you in here in just a second. Our gear is stored, and every day I grab my gear, 7 o'clock, put it out here, let the fellow that's in the seat before me know, hey man, I got you. So
How early are you here before your shift?
at least an hour. Usually we work out as a team about 2 hours before our shift, and then we shower, and then we relieve our dude. So most everybody's at least an hour, usually an hour and a half.
So does that mean that on a 24-hour shift, you're really looking at 28 hours to
yeah. Well, usually you don't hang over really. Guys are really good about coming in early. So you're here at
that
least
allows
20.
you to shift.
So
It's really
it
shift.
really is 8
It's really
a.m.
7 to 7 kind of, but
Gotcha.
especially here, it's a big station. There's a lot of moving parts. A lot of guys are working extra here or there. Also, we're kind of like the deepest end, so anybody living outside of Gainesville, you're having to go there. So, and inside he's got.
Are you breaking things? Dan?
No, it's a screwdriver.
He's just fine. It's a lot of stuff. We have water rescue helmets, rope rescue helmets. Got his harness for rope rescue, a set of irons, a helmet. This is my roof. This is where my roof hook stays.
Where do the golf clubs go?
You can play golf with some of them. Be nice.
So it feels really tight.
It's real tight, and it's usually a lot of big fellas in this truck. So you're getting dressed before you get in if you can help it. But sometimes we're in the truck going to the store, and a call comes in, and then we're getting our stuff on. We'll look
So
in here.
wait, so if you go to the store,
Your gear goes with you.
your gear goes with
Yep,
you.
and then we have our radios on. You're listening for calls, and then if it pops off, boop. You leave the shop. Many times, Publix on Main Street and at 13th, they know us well. We'll be pushing the cart. We get a call, and we just find somebody, roll our cart in the frozen section, and then get out of there.
Nice part of this is Publix is very well trained about that sort of
They
stuff.
know the deal.
Also,
So in this truck, you'll see their training gear in here still. This guy's just loaded with stuff. There's stuff everywhere. It's kind of
stuff.
So this is one of those trucks that you're not on for a while because it's so overwhelming.
So
It's just loaded with chain and struts and
let me ask you something.
tons of rescue equipment.
How much, if you were gonna guess, how much money is in this truck, on this truck? Don't let the truck get stolen.
That doesn't
That's a
happen,
bad
does it?
day.
We've had one stolen before, yeah. A small truck, but not this size. The price of these trucks has went up since last I heard. But if I had to guess, I would say the truck's probably 1.5 to 1.8, and then it's at least a couple $100,000 worth of stuff. I mean, these alone are 20 grand a piece.
Huh?
Big hydrofusion struts, the 20,000 per pair. They're like some of the stuff is like chains, not crazy expensive, but some of this other stuff, it really starts to add up when you start
So
getting
it's
some
a
stuff.
strut. You meaning, is this a replacement for the vehicle? What-
So what all these struts right here and the gold ones over here, they're all designed to either capture loads or lift loads. So if it's something that's heavy needs to move, with any of these struts we can move it and we can capture it. So if something big falls on you, we can lift it off you. Real quick. And we're just loaded with
So last night on the news, I
different
heard
tools.
about a bus accident.
That
up
we
in- and
lift it off.
It was on a student,
Yep,
and they had to lift it off.
we take big chains and we have big cables, big things that can pull, give and take, things that people can ride in, for rope rescue, tons of stuff. walk around with it. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
There's stuff kind of everywhere.
Safe to know that Fire Station 1 has chosen Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, we vote red with Milwaukee. Milwaukee's the way to go. We do cordless and corded. Everything we do is red. We have a little bit of DeWalt stuff. But we really like the Milwaukee stuff.
Yeah, folks in Gainesville will be happy to know that.
Tons of cribbing, and every one of these is cribbed up. Just extra wood in case we need it. This truck and every other fire truck in the city of Gainesville.
When you're
It's-
heading to that scene, are you doing that math and going, okay, we're going to this. I know
Oh,
we're
yeah,
going to pull
yeah, yeah.
this. We got that.
Yep. So our trucks
You're already-
are interested here too because we have riding assignments. So like we know whatever call it is, it doesn't matter. Like on a house fire, for instance, me, myself, and the firemen behind me, our job is to search the building. The other guys are our vent firemen. Their job is to ventilate vertically, horizontally, and come in and seal. So in every call, we have our own little jobs. So there's a little bit of thought process, but not really a ton. This is our EMS department. Every fire truck in the city of Gainesville is ALS. Just got a paramedic. We can do advanced life support, even the power trucks. More of those tools for cutting. We got more big cutters, more big pumps, big hydraulic pump. It's kind of neat. So ladders everywhere. So it's a ladder truck, so it's got a lot of ladders. In addition to the ladder on top. It's kind of neat. Wow. It also has the ability, it has a small pump on it, but it also has the ability, if one of our engines wants to pump water to it, we can flow a lot of water from those deck guns on top of the bucket. It's got a bunch of saws, big concrete saws, big chainsaws. We run pretty good sized stuff. So a lot of stuff to check, a lot of stuff to run in the morning. A lot of small engines that have to be crunked and ran and checked. And this is kind of where all of our rope rescue stuff goes. Because we're one of the only units that's outfitted for rope rescue. Just a ton of bags with rope and MPDs. And
Give us an example. Rope rescue. Someone
if
falls in a
construction
hole.
worker, we have everything for a trench also. But if someone is either above grade or below grade, it needs to come out of it or lowered to it. We can handle that.
So let me ask you.
For instance, a construction worker a few years ago got hurt on top of a building. And it's a rickety hand-built stairwell down. We took the ladder, flew it over it, packaged them, and lowered them up. What were you gonna say?
I was going to ask you, is the checklist for your mornings and everything that you guys do, is that electronic or is that paper as well?
It's paper, but the majority of us have all gone to electronic, just because it's easier to check off.
What's the total time between starting the checks and finishing all the
It's
checks?
how many fellas help.
It's how many help.
We have a lot of stuff going on.
How many help, and then it also depends on the unit. This unit probably takes longer than a majority. This unit, or we have other aerials out in the city that have more equipment on them. And this one's different from the other ones. And even those trucks are different than us because the inventory is different. Whereas our engines, every engine is laid out the exact same as every other engine. Where these aerial units have different stuff. Like we have different stuff from our hazmat aerial that's just off of campus. They have a different complement, so their inventories are different. But all of our pumper engines, they all have the same layout, same checkoff. So those go quick. This one probably takes 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
That's with 2 or 3 fellas helping.
2 or 3 checking everything off, checking saws.
That's
off.
not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, now one guy by himself, and that's not counting like washing it and cleaning it. And that's hoping that like it's still pretty clean.
So
But you could easily have an hour, 2 hours if you're cleaning stuff or stuff's dirty.
if you guys get a call and you guys get back, you guys are coming at calls at 6 a.m. You're supposed to get off at 8 a.m. New shifts coming in. What does that mean for?
Most of our guys are real good. If we've been on a call all night, they'll help clean our stuff. So it's our responsibility to get it clean. But a lot of times, if we've been working all night, they hook us up and they finish. They're all go-getters. They're all guys that are built to work.
Like that. We'll typically, like the oncoming guys, if like this morning we came off, they ran all night. We all kind of understand, hey, let's get out there, let's knock it out early. Let's help these fellas get off that because they have lives and things. They want to go home just as much as we want to go home when we get off. So
Sure.
try to help everybody out.
And for the most part, we keep everything pretty clean. So as you know, like if you keep a vehicle clean, it's easy to keep clean.
Clean the tools you use for the day and pass it
I
along.
love it.
That's pretty much it, guys. Any other questions?
No, sir.
It's kind of neat, kind of opening. Get a little taste of everything we do.
You
And
guys-
this right here, guys, this is just scratching the surface. It's overwhelming how much this truck can accomplish. Like we have just trailers full of stuff that this truck can do when the people on it. The whole station, this whole station's a tech rescue station. It can really put out some work.
That's really cool. You guys have a caffeine drink of choice for the station.
Oh man, everyone's a different flavor. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
Well, is it
we got some
is
Red
it
Bull guys.
is it more coffee or is it more
It's
energy
shift
drink?
dependent.
The shift
Yeah.
dependent. Us,
We don't
we're
drink
more
coffee.
energy drink, whereas tomorrow's shift is heavy
Heavy coffee.
on the coffee.
Yeah.
You're
You guys are not. You guys are trying to emphasize how heavy they are on the coffee. Is that
It's-
like
5-6 cups a day.
Like right after dinner, they're making a pot of coffee.
Yeah.
yeah,
we're not
our
as traditional as
coffee
most guys
machines
are
right
with the
now.
coffee at fire stations.
Probably
We might drink one
10
pot a day,
10
maybe.
times that day. 10 pots probably for that.
Yeah,
shift.
they really run through the coffee.
I mean, good for them.
Yep,
Yeah.
good for those guys. They're actually turning into a little bit of coffee snobs.
Yeah.
they drink
They'll
so
do
much
that,
coffee.
and then they'll go and get coffee somewhere, either Starbucks or another little local spot. so we
Surprised they
find
don't. Do you guys have an espresso machine inside?
out.
No,
We
just
have the
a
little,
big bun.
Yeah, the Cuban.
we have the
coffee
little
maker.
Cuban.
A lot of guys make Cuban
espresso
coffee too.
machine.
Mm,
So make Cafe Bustelo. But you got to really be ready for that one.
that's true.
'Cause
It's a preparation.
it's the real deal. And it's kind of a pain in the butt to make.
Yeah. Wow.
This is, I think it's probably our engine coming back.
That's really cool.
So our squad's the first one out for all medical calls, then our engine, then us. So we run the least amount of medical calls. And then we kind of serve a weird area here. This ladder truck serves everything east, everything north of here, everything south of here, and everything up to about Shands. Second Shands area. Three little areas. So generally we let them go out first. Like you asked about earlier,
That's pretty cool.
like I'm gonna do
Yeah.
You got the best looking ones.
This is all we could find.
That's fine.
Wow. Guys, it's been a pleasure.
Hey man, thanks
We
for coming
really
by.
appreciate
it.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man, come out for coffee
That's
someday.
great.
I hope dinner goes well.
It will. It will.
It'll be good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Good day.
Very